Test Joey. Test Joey.
No. Test Daniel. Test Daniel. Test Daniel.
Joey's going to be the first.
Don't test Joey. Test Daniel. Test Daniel. Hurry.
It's Daniel, yo.
What the bruh? Edwin. Bruh.
Dude. Many of you have already heard of this game called Among Us. This game recently blew up in popularity, but it's not a new game. Among Us was released in June of 2018, so it's been out for a little over 2 years now. The core game concept is great, and it's easily accessible for most people, which allows many to join in on the Among Us fun. Personally, I think Among Us is a cool game, but I think there's a game that has done what Among Us is doing, but has executed it almost perfectly. That game is called Deceit. I recently learned about Deceit through my friend Cameron. One day he told our group of friends, "Hey, let's play this game called Deceit." Some of us weren't thrilled to have to install a new game to play because the last time Cameron told us to play a new game with him, it was a text-based game that no one understood or had fun with. But we took a chance and tried out Deceit, and I honestly think it's the best game that I've ever played with a group of friends. Deceit is an imposter social deduction type of game, similar to Among Us, but the difference here is that Deceit is actually fun and has real gameplay elements in it, besides just talking to your friends after the round is over. See, whenever I gave Among Us a shot, my friends said that we could only talk during the voting phase, and no one was allowed to talk during the game, which to me takes out the whole point of playing a game with your friends, especially when it's a big group. What's the point if no one can talk to each other? You might as well be playing a single player game. Although I know this isn't the case for everyone, this was my first impression of Among Us. So, if you're wondering what Deceit is and how it's played, I'll explain. You start off with 6 players. 2 of the players are infected. Infected players can transform into monsters that have special abilities and can work on taking out all non-infected players when the lights go out. So let me explain how you can prepare for that inevitable situation. At the start of a round, all 6 players spawn into a map, and 2 random players are selected to be the infected. When a round starts, there is a countdown timer that starts from around 90 seconds. While everyone is in this preparation phase, you can go around the map and complete tasks to get items to protect yourself through the lights out phase, such as cameras, a shotgun, and many other tools. While everyone is trying to get prepared, the infected players need to fill up their blood bar. So located around every map are bags of blood that the infected need to drink in order to be able to turn into a monster during the lights out phase. This can be a tricky task for the infected because they do not want to be seen drinking blood or be seen around blood bags that are empty during the prep phase. If the infected successfully make it through the prep phase into the lights out phase, this is when it gets fun for the infected. During the lights out phase, the non-infected players are all trying to find fuses to return power to the map and continue to the next area. But the infected are trying to prevent them from finding the fuses, and this is when the infected get to turn. When the infected turn, they are not invincible, but they move very fast and have a couple abilities to help them with taking out non-infected players. It's usually very hard to win on the first round as the infected, so the game will usually continue to the next round with maybe 1 or 2 non-infected players missing. If the infected do not successfully make it through a prep phase, then that usually means one of the infected got caught drinking blood or someone used their environmental clues to help them decide who was infected. Let's say that on the first round, one infected player was seen drinking blood and a non-infected player claims that they saw them drinking blood. The non-infected player is going to have to convince the other players to vote that person out. If they successfully convince the other players, one player needs to knock down the player that was accused, and then the others need to attack them as well to submit their votes. If that person gets voted out, they're gone from the game forever, and can no longer speak to the other players. If everyone doesn't agree, or somehow there wasn't enough votes to vote out the downed person, they'll just respawn and the round will continue. And remember, this is all happening on a time crunch, and the infected want the countdown to end. This cycle continues until the 3rd round/area of the map. This is when the survivors have a chance to escape and win the game. Once they make it here, there's still a chance that there is an infected player among them, but they have to wait for the power to go out so they can escape the map. When the power goes out, all the non-infected players need to find a fuse and put it in the last fuse box. When the non-infected players put the fuse in the final box, It allows the infected to turn whether or not their blood bars are full. The surviving players have to open the final door or hatch while trying not to be eaten by the monsters and escape, thus winning the game for the non-infected players. Deceit sounds complicated at first, and in the beginning it kind of can be, but once you play a couple of games it starts to click and you can have so much fun with this game. There's so many more in-depth techniques in Deceit, but for those you'll have to play the game to find out for yourself. Deceit is a free-to-play game on Steam, and yes, I realize that the reason Among Us is so popular is because it's on mobile, but if you have a PC, Deceit is definitely the superior imposter game. So if you ever want to play an imposter game that's actually fun with your friends, go ahead and download Deceit and give it a shot. I don't need that.
Any Funko Pop collectors here?
I have a Lich King one.
Hear me?
Oh, really?
It's pretty dope.
I have a Bernie
Can you hear me?
Sanders one.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's you.
Can you hear
Give
me?
me the shotgun. It's you. It's you. I know it's you.
Can you hear
They
me?
drink blood. They
We
drink
hear
Hear
you.
me? Daniel, it's Daniel, it's Daniel.
Lisa,
It's Trvnks. It's
It's
Trvnks.
Daniel, it's Daniel.
Lisa, drink blood.
Wait, hold up, pause.
Wait,
Stop
who?
shooting.
Lisa.
It's Daniel.
Stop shooting, you piece of shit. Okay, guys, this fucking stupid fucking Hans.
It's not me.
Is it you?
It's Daniel. I don't know why he started accusing me.
It's Lisa.
It's
Lisa.
you piece of shit. You keep on shooting me. I'm gonna kill you.
Shoot you. Why?
I'm gonna kill you.
Stop coming near me, and I'm gonna stop shooting you. Dude, stop!
Where's Lisa? If you guys see Lisa. It's Lisa. Get Lisa. Get Lisa. Vote out Lisa. Right here on the ground. Right
You
here.
can't
Right
vote
here.
at night. You can't vote at night, idiot.
Find a way.
I think it's Yuppie and Daniel.
No, it's literally Lisa.
Rachel.
Get Lisa.
Yo,
get
Lisa
It's
quite literally is shooting literally everybody.
Yeah, it's Lisa. I saw Lisa drinking blood.
The fuck did you just stab me for, dude?
Because you shot me like an idiot.
I didn't shoot you.
You did. You shot me.
Damn, she's so loud.
I say as a whole, we vote out Chang because he's being mad toxic and just shooting everybody.
Let's vote her out. Let's vote her out.
That's just a cultural difference.
No, somebody give me the scanner. I'm gonna say she's infected. Give it to me.
Okay.
Wait, Daniel, let me get it. Daniel, let me get it. Daniel, scan her, and say she's infected.
Alright, Miss Malicious, where are you?
She's right here. Go scan her.
Hey, stop running! Stop running!
Stop running.
Kill her!
It's causing trouble.
She's a fucking terrorist!
That's fine. Go ahead. You got shot because he fucking shot me and downed me in the last round.
I never did that.
The
But get Nina.
situation's
Okay,
It's fine. Good job.
Get
Nailed it.
Lisa. Help me.
Oh my god, I'm getting killed by a monster.
It definitely wasn't Nina. Hi! Oh, it's Rachel!
You win some.
Hi!
Camera.
Hi! Hello! Hi! Hi! Who are you?